Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky15, where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, I've got to say really it was a disappointing day today. We just did a normal Lucky15 for today's horse racing, and to be honest we had no winners with you. It was a few unlucky hard luck cases. We had Mining Rocks, which went off all guns blazing, was about 6 or 7 lengths ahead, thought it was going to win, but what did happen to it? It got caught by the chasing pack in the end and finished in second place, and was quite disappointing there if I'm honest. We backed San Shui Bay at Leicester, kind of similar thing, did blow the start but ran on well, was in the lead and got pipped in the end, another second place there. We backed a Nordic Combined in the 2:15 at Redcar, finished well back in the field in the end, so that was disappointing there. And then the Nap was well above par for Lucinda Russell, who had a very good day at Ayr today, I think she had a double on the card. But our horse, well above par, was travelling not too badly to be fair, but fell at the third last when it looked like it was definitely going to be in contention to win. So it was a bit of a hard luck day today, quite disappointing, but hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow, and we'll just be focusing tomorrow from Chepstow and Bangor. Now, I have been saying actually that I've got some big news to break to you guys, or something interesting anyway, and that big news is that from tomorrow I will be hiring out a radio studio down at uni, and I'm going to have a go at commentating on live horse racing and uploading my clips on SoundCloud, and I'm going to make like a documentary, as it were, a week by week documentary about trying to get noticed within the horse racing world a bit more, in like the journalists and the experts, that kind of thing. I'm going to be basically doing and vlogging a documentary, like a personal diary kind of thing, and show you how my journey goes. I'm going to go down and go to the radio studios at uni and basically do 5 or 6 races, probably focusing on Chepstow tomorrow, and just going through each race there. I'll also upload a few Twitter videos as well, doing like kind of a race preview, what I think is going to run well, and give you an overall selection. So if you want to check that out, follow us on Twitter at Lucky15 if you don't already. So yeah, my main ambition and dream in life is to become a horse racing journalist, but my main dream job would be to be a commentator, really. I've got a few good contacts in the commentating business already. I have worked with Richard Hoyles before at Newton Abbot Racecourse, and I've also got 1 or 2 other good commentator connections that I've got lined up through other places. So hopefully tomorrow really can be the start of going to some more good places. I've already had a fair few good experiences this year since I started this channel, and got into some good places, like working on BBC local radio as a horse racing expert at Glorious Goodwood, and I've also worked with Ken Peterson of William Hill Racing Radio at Salisbury Racecourse earlier in the year, and that was a good fun day as well. And I've done 1 or 2 other bits of work. And also as well, I do work at Wincanton as their social media reporter. So I've had a few good experiences, and that's all mainly down to the channel, but I want to take it to that next step and do what is my ultimate dream goal of becoming a commentator. I study a master's degree, for those who do not know. A lot of my earlier followers would know that, but I study a master's degree in sports broadcast journalism, and I've got access to so much good equipment that I'm going to be hiring out those radio studios and doing some live commentary there. So check us out through the afternoon. We'll be doing lots of updates on social media, like I said, and hopefully we can have some fun doing that. So anyway, enough of me badgering on what that big news was. I'm going to be giving you my Lucky15 predictions, focusing at Chepstow and Bangor like I promised. And we go to Chepstow for the first selection in the 1:15, with a horse called Forgot to Ask, which is currently 9-1 with bookmakers at the moment. Now this horse is trained by Tom George, and his main man Adrian Heskin will be taking the ride tomorrow. Now this horse ran in some pretty good bumpers, and it won its course bumper at Chepstow, so it definitely will like the place. Also as well, it made its seasonal reappearance last time out at Fontwell, where it was ridden from the front, making the pace, and it probably really didn't suit it that day. And also as well, probably needed a run because it was coming back from a layoff after about 6 months. So I think this horse will be more fitter and ready to go this time. And also as well, the fact that Before that, he'd been running well in bumpers, and he also had won in a bumper at Chepstow. I thought 9-1 wasn't a bad each way shout to get us going on the card there tomorrow. So that's going to be the first selection there tomorrow at Chepstow. We then go to the 220, and I'm going for a horse called Winido. It's currently 10-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Tim Vaughan, who had his first Cheltenham win. I think it was something like 1 out of 154 attempts for him to get off the mark, and that was ridden by Richard Johnson that day at Cheltenham, and he'll be taking the ride tomorrow. Tim Vaughan is one of the trainers that Richard Johnson frequently uses for his rides, so I thought this horse could arrive here with a good chance tomorrow. It's not amazingly well handicapped, but I thought it could definitely improve, especially with the stable having a good strike rate of late as well. Also as well, they dropped the horse back to 2 miles tomorrow, and I thought that could play to its strengths. And also as well, it did make its seasonal reappearance a couple of weeks ago at Huntington, where it did fall at the third fence, but I think you could probably forgive it that day, and the form has worked out well. Shrubland of the Skeltons has come out and won since, and there's also 1 or 2 other good horses in there that have subsequently run and put in some good performances, so I didn't think the form was too bad, and I thought 10-1 in a race like this tomorrow, where a lot of horses are pretty much exposed or not great looking on paper, could have a very good chance of going well. So that's the horse for us there in the 220. We then go to the 250, the next race on the card at Chepstow, and we go for a horse here called Wild Magic, which is currently 6-4 at the moment. Now this horse has been quite frustrating if you've been backing it for win purposes, but it's been fairly consistent, and its last run at the end of last season was in a Grade 3 novice race at Samford, where it finished third in that race, and the form there has worked out pretty well. And before that, it was running in some good races, the likes of Ascot, against better rated horses than it currently is, off a mark of 118. So I thought the mark of 118 could definitely suit to this horse's strengths tomorrow, was a fair opening mark for it, and if it can run like the earlier promises it showed, it could definitely get its head in front tomorrow and win. And I thought 6-4, trained by Evan Williams, Adam Wedge takes the ride tomorrow. I thought this horse had a very good chance of winning this race. So that's the last selection at Chepstow, and that was our third selection. Our last selection for the overall each way Lucky 15 tomorrow, I should say, is at Bangor on Dee. We go to the 305 with a horse here called War Creation. Currently 4-1 at the moment is the price. And this is trained by champion trainer Nicky Henderson, and his new recruit in James Byrne, taking £7 off tomorrow. Very good conditional jockey who I backed to win Ivor Queen yesterday, and he won on that horse. It was a nice performance. It's very good value for his £7 claim. So I thought it's a good jockey booking. War Creation had been showing some good form in bumpers, won on its hurdle debut as well, but was disappointing last time at Perth in its end of season run. But the form hasn't worked out too badly in that race. It wasn't a weak race by any means. There was Miss Night Owl in there of Tom George, and that horse has gone on to run some good races since then and has rated a mark of 130. So with this horse War Creation having a mark of 113, taking £7 off tomorrow with James Byrne, I thought 4-1 really was a very good price there to be taken, and that's going to be the nap tomorrow. War Creation in the 305 at Bangor. I thought that was a good bet to do there. Anyway, that's what I've selected for tomorrow. Let us know your thoughts and opinions if you've got any different horses in those races or any other bets you want us to cover. Put your comments in the comments box below. Also as well, like I said, check us out on social media tomorrow on Twitter and also on Facebook as well at Lucky15. Also as well, gamble responsibly. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we'll be seeing you soon.